Welcome back to the Bluechip Breakdown, Vols fans. I am your host, Bull. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about the big commitment that we just got in the transfer portal in Jakobe Thomas, 6'2", 190-pound safety from Middle Tennessee State. This is the guy that if you've watched this channel, you've heard me rave about him. I absolutely love his film. Exactly what we need on this team. Sounds like he grew up a Tennessee fan. And there's just been a lot going on with this whole deal, right? So I had read that, he said that he grew up a Tennessee fan. He said that Tennessee was his dream school. And then it's like the following day or, the next couple of days, I hear that he's committed to Oregon State. Well, it sounds like Tennessee reached back out to him and he decommitted from Oregon State. And, he came in today on a visit and he committed to Tennessee. So that is a really, really big deal. Obviously, this is a guy that Tennessee definitely needs. We lost a lot in that secondary. And P and I talked about it earlier today. We feel good with our cornerbacks. Who's going to be the safety next to John Slaughter next season? Well, we just found him. Everything that you want. Beautiful in coverage. Does great in run support as well. Takes on blocks. He's physical. He thumps. Literally everything that you want. He's got the size, got the length. This could potentially be an NFL player. And, he's going to bring that passion to Tennessee. I want to read some of an article to y'all. All right, so this is an article by Austin Price over there at VolQuest. If you are not a member of the General's Quarters, I don't know what you're doing as a volunteer fan. You need to get over there. They've got all of the late breaking news. But this is a quote right here from Mr. Thomas. It says, growing up in Tennessee, it was one of those things where you just bleed orange and white. It's an acquired culture. Out of high school, I wasn't really recruited by Tennessee, but Coach Hype really changed the culture of football here. A couple of years ago, Tennessee wasn't as much of a winning program, but then he came in here and changed it around. I've always wanted to be here, so I had to put myself into a position where I could be here. As soon as I got a call from Coach Heupel, there was immediate interest. I just had to make sure it was a great fit for me and let my childhood dreams get in my way and cloud my decision. But Coach Banks and Coach Hype have treated me like a son, and I feel like I am home. Coach Heupel is a great coach and a great man, and they are on the verge of something great, and I want to be part of that. I want to be someone who can help this team make history. And then he goes on to say, so the transfer portal is a very weird thing. I talked to Tennessee last Monday and they told me they would get back to me. A lot of coaches at other schools have told me that and not got back to me. I was scared and I didn't want to get lost in there like some of the other guys did. When I committed, Coach Banks called and told him I was still here and they didn't quit showing interest. So I couldn't turn the opportunity down. And now Austin Price goes on to talk about the memories that Jakobe has of Tennessee. And Jakobe says the Pruitt stage, Jared Garantano, Jawan Jennings, Josh Dobbs, and the Georgia Hail Mary. Those are some of the key moments for me in middle school and high school when I think back on Tennessee. Those are some of the biggest moments. All right, so obviously listening to some of those quotes from that article by Austin Price, you can hear the passion that this young man has for Tennessee. And I am super excited. I think that he is an immediate plug and play guy. He will be starting, I believe, alongside of John Slaughter. And now it looks like we've got a very, very solid secondary. Some of my questions are this, okay? We still need to find a star player, I believe. Do we trust Jordan Thomas, who has looked good at star, especially later on in the season? Do we try Kristen Charles out there, or do we want to bring in another body to really try to solidify this entire secondary as much as possible? If we do that, I would love to see us target Trey Jones from Central Michigan. We talked about him earlier today as well, and he's a guy that I think could plug in and play star at a very, very high level. Obviously, whenever you do that, though, you have to kind of, worry about who's going to leave from the secondary, and we really cannot afford to lose too many more pieces. I think that, with Mr. Thomas coming in at some point in the spring, we probably will see one or two guys actually leave out of this or, off of this roster. So that's going to be very interesting, but, only the strong will survive and we need the best. This guy right here, I believe, is immediately going to step in and be one of the best players in our secondary. Super excited about this commitment. This is a big, big day for Tennessee, and we are still expecting some more big news coming out of that, transfer portal and also in the 2024 class this weekend because there are several players visiting. So Hope that y'all enjoyed that video. Hope that it gave y'all, a little bit of excitement on a Saturday night, in what has been a very, very slow process for Tennessee in the transfer portal. But it looks like we are finishing strong and bringing home everybody that we need to. Very, very, very excited. Please make sure to like, subscribe, share with your friends, family, and other volunteer fans. We'll see y'all in the next one. Thanks. Peace.